Hello friends, welcome back to Black Reliquary. It's been a while since I last played. I've just been busy with life stuff, you know? I mean, I said at the beginning of the series I'm pretty busy right now, but I just love the idea of this mod. I really wanted to check it out, so here we are, picking up where we left off, halfway through this absolutely mammoth caverns dungeon. We need to explore 80% of rooms. So, I haven't actually counted how many that is. Probably we can skip 3, right? 3 seems like a safe bet, there or thereabouts.
The darkness will not impede us. We are the flame.
Excuse me, off to a great start, audio-wise. Love that for me. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been at work, I've got, you know, a family, other friends, not just you guys, and really, like, none of that matters, though. The main thing is that I've been playing a lot of Last Epoch, which has just launched. I've played a shitload of Last Epoch in early access. Ooh, do we want to do this? Let's figure it out. We're powerful. Oh yeah, we got 2 virtues last time. It was a week ago. We get some spoils. Great, we don't have room for them. That's fine. And we also got this sick trinket, which we may have room for. Let's equip this trinket on someone. Bloody die. I've already got a bloody die. Can I just get rid of that? We've done it now. So our Jester now, on a friendly skill, buffs himself with more protection, debuffs with less dodge. Pretty strong. And we'll take the Amber. That seems relevant. Where was I? Yeah, Last Epoch. Action RPG. I'm a big action RPG guy. I'm a big Path of Exile guy. I played a lot of Diablo 3 back in the day. I'm not playing Diablo 4 anytime soon, I'll tell you that much. A lot of Path of Exile, a lot of Grim Dawn. Played a bit of Grim Dawn on the channel, actually. The Diablo 2 mod for it, Reign of Terror, which was great. I just didn't have time for it. Kvarot's Altar? Sinister Rituals? Where's Holy Water? Do we have Holy Water? Is Holy Water a thing here? What about an archaeology kit? Oh! Archaeomania! Okay. Obsessed with old things. That's cool. More damage versus Kvarots and 50% chance to forcibly interact with Kvarots Curios. Alright, that's okay. So yeah, Last Epoch, I've been playing a lot of in early access. It had its full release a couple of weeks ago, and I've just been playing the shit out of it. It's so good. It's just like the best all-rounder action RPG out there at the moment, in my opinion. Again, haven't played Diablo 4. From what I've seen, doesn't really interest me. Yeah, it's great for new players. It's got enough depth for veterans. They're working on more endgame stuff at the moment, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be great. Do we want to bleed this? No, it's the prep round. Cool your fucking beans, Rob. Right. We don't attack things in the prep round. We are gaming today. We know what we're doing. We don't have to draw attention to it every time we make a good play, but I've got to talk about something. Taste test. This is very Crimson Court. I say this every time. So we can Blinding Gas or we can Amber Blast. Although this doesn't shuffle during the prep round. It just Amber Blights something, which is fine. Does a bit of damage. So one thing about the prep round, and I've sort of alluded to this before, but one thing about the prep round that I'm not the biggest fan of, I love the idea of the prep round, but the fact that some skills which can be used on the prep round are like a lot worse, I would say, during the prep round, is like, I don't know, like this debuff is not great. It's significant, but it's not as good as stunning 2 things, right? So the skill is like slightly worse on the prep round. And this doesn't shuffle things during the prep round, which is like one of the main use cases for it. If anything, Amber Blighting is almost like a secondary thing, at least to my novice understanding. I kind of feel like if you want to bring a prep round skill, it should be like a prep round skill. It should be really effective on the prep round and maybe less useful outside of it. But that's just me. That's like, it's not even a criticism. Like, it's just like something that I would do differently, and I might well be wrong about. But I think we do want a Blinding Gas. This debuff is quite significant sometimes. If anything, I'd rather have it the other way around. where it's more powerful on the prep run and less powerful outside. But I don't want to tell them, like, I don't want to tell the devs how to balance the game. They know the game a billion times better than I do. But it's just something that I've noticed personally. Do we want to just heal, or do we want to Amber Curse? We could Amber Curse. I mean, those are our options, right? Those are our two options. Which of these am I most scared of? None of them, really. We could just use the opportunity for some healing. Probably on the Occultist. Because he has the lowest health in real terms. Zealous Accusation is different now. It reduces prot and expiates. All we've got, really, is Bulwark of Faith. Buffs him with protection. Reduces the stress of religious heroes, but I don't think there are any others in this party. No. Okay. It's still the best option we've got. Cool, cool.
Our path is revealed. March on.
Echolocation. Did I take Laudanum? I'm beginning to see that I should be taking Laudanum. I never took it in the Crimson Court, and that's probably one of the reasons that I wasn't very successful in the Crimson Court. It's up there with some other reasons which are a little bit more personal to me, which is just that I'm very bad at video games. Sometimes. Right, so now we can... Why can't we Blinding Gas? Oh, it has a 2-turn cooldown, okay. I feel like some of this stuff, the tooltips could be better presented, but I understand that's a constraint of Darkest Dungeon 1, and it's probably... Again, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's difficult for the developers to kind of work within that framework and make things a bit clearer. Because the functionality just isn't there. That would be my guess, and it is no more than a guess. Maybe I want to pull one of these out of position. No move resistance. Just going to pull it 2, so if I move this up to the front, that could really fuck up his day, and yet. Okay, good. Smite, we want to kill this? You only have a 63% chance to hit. If we hit, it's guaranteed to die, though. I think it's the right call. Alright. Less than a 2/3 chance. Can't be too salty about that. Stress is starting to rack up, though. And I should camp soon as well. To free up a bit of inventory space, maybe. Oh, Swarm. Shit, yeah, that's a thing. That's a mechanic, right? Or was that just the name of that thing? No, there... Is that the... What the fuck? Oh my god. So that little icon, is that the Swarm icon? The little ambery icon. Is that a... I'm not seeing it, but I might just be missing it. It's not Amber Blight, it's a similar icon. This track's a fucking nodder, I'll tell you that much. And Swarm isn't here, I don't think. I'm sure we looked last time. No, okay. Okay. So I think that I was just kind of told what Swarm does once. And then there's like, unless I've missed it, and I may well have missed it, but there's no way for me to kind of look that up after the fact. It's not in the glossary. But I might just be being stupid. It might be really obvious what it does, and I just am missing it somehow. It seems like I want to kill them quickly. Like if they're left alone, they summon reinforcements, and sort of them summoning reinforcements takes the form of them getting stronger. Like there's more of these guys in the same guy. Okay. So we should kill these quickly. I'm going to assume that little amber icon here, which I can't move my mouse to because it goes away as soon as I do. You see the one next to Troglodyte. I think that means Swarm. Oh my, it actually says Swarm below Beast. Smart boy. Can we just kill this? Nope, not even close. Can we stun it though? Got like a 60% chance to stun it. Nice. Okay. Blight, maybe. Does this kill it? This kills it. Yeah, it's dead now. And shuffled. Not that that matters. How? Sorry, just tried to pick up a cup of coffee that was far too hot. Okay, we're looking good now. We're looking good for this comparatively easy fight.
Drawn out and merciless. A cut vein, a drop of venom. Death does not regard the method.
Yeah, I think we just have to kick these guys' asses. Nice! Okay, well that seemed worth it. There's a lot of good stuff there, and we had room for all of it, apparently. Oh, there are a lot of fights. I don't want to split this up into 3 videos, but... I'm nervously looking at a group chat. My best friend has just picked up Last Epoch, and he has never played an action RPG before, which is really exciting for me because it's great when a friend picks up a game that you love and you know they'll love as well. I should have moved this guy back, but I didn't, so we're gonna have to make the best of it. All right. But there's another guy in the group chat who does have experience with action RPGs, but has not played Last Epoch, and is giving advice which is questionable at best. So I'm choosing you guys over him, so feel great about that if you like, or don't. Don't let me tell you what to do. I mean, the advice is like, it's mostly generic, it's mostly on point. It's saying like, prioritize getting movement speed. I'm like, I agree with that. And then he's saying some other stuff. Anyway. This guy seems scary. The cultivator seems like it's just buffing everything else. Oh, don't love that. Does this explode? I think this might explode. Not anymore, it doesn't. Oh, was it debuffing me? I'm sure a debuff just disappeared. It was like more damage taken or something. I will need to check that out. Blighting these is like only okay. Got a 60% chance to blight it. Worth it, I think. Okay, good. And we can expiate it as well. We cannot. This Crusader has lower accuracy than the average leper, I swear. Leper is a class I want to try out more in Black Reliquary, I think. I want to try all the classes extensively, because they all seem to have been changed massively, and from what I've seen, for the better. But Leper in particular is often seen as like a noob trap, or just like a meme class, and I think it has a lot of potential to be a really cool, interesting class that is focused purely on like self-sustain and dealing shitloads of damage. I think there's a real niche there in the original game that... Misclicked. Whoops. Goodbye. I think there's a real niche there in the base game that was not really realized in Darkest Dungeon, at least in Darkest Dungeon 1 up to and including Color of Madness. And I'm just curious to see what they've done with it, because I think that if the rest of the mod is anything to go by, they've probably done probably made some real improvements to it. Do we want to stun this? I think we do. We'd love to. We'd love to, Bloswithy. We'd love to stun it. And yet. Alright. Can't be too salty about that. He's done it again! This coffee is far too hot. Can we blight you? We can blight you, kinda. This has more health and more protection. We're more likely to hit it, but it has slightly higher blight resist. Kind of a wash. Let's go for this one. We can Battle Ballad, but I would rather Dirk Stab. Dirk Stab seems strong these days. That's 30% protection. It still kicked its ass, dude. Come on, Mondavi. Okay. This is going well, actually. If this was a vanilla Darkest Dungeon, then it would be going very poorly. But comparatively, for this mod, it's going pretty well, I think. Yeah. Right, this is the one. This one's going to be a 26.
The bones are mending. Press on.
You gotta laugh. 82 to hit, 92 to hit. We only need to hit for 1. Perfect. Great. Stun. 65% times 67%. We've got like a 40% chance to stun. Hey! And it is dead. Nice. So we can maybe do some healing. Alright. Maybe we could do some healing. Mondavi, fuck you, man. What is that for? Who is that for? Who are you, man?
Light, our foes will fall.
Okay.
We press on. There is much to do.
So, let me gather my thoughts. So, turns out that little amber icon, we missed a Kiro. Turns out that little amber icon does not mean swarm. Swarm means swarm. The wrappings bear the Flame Seeker sigil. Half-eaten body bag. Disease kit gives me loot. That makes sense to me.
Be gentle. For sale or for study, these artifacts are precious.
We can drop our other disease kit. That's a very greedy play. Was it our Jester who had the seed shell? Yes. So for anyone who didn't catch the last episode or didn't see it all the way through, it was like an hour long. That's why I stopped. We got this from the new secret room. I don't know if there are different secret rooms. I'm assuming not. Like the redesign they've done on it that I've seen is fantastic. Secret rooms now contain a perfumer, or at least can contain a perfumer, who gives you a trinket and then can improve that trinket when you bring it back to him, which is really cool. Because secret rooms in Darkest Dungeon were always, like, fine, right? Like fine. There were 3 relics you could get from them. You could also get them from the Collector. I was trying to think of the name. And they were all like okay, like they were fine. 1 damage one, 1 tank one, 1 healing one, and it was like it's fine. If you've already got the trinkets, you get some loot instead. A little bit boring, you know, just a little bit boring. But this is a really cool little mechanic that really lets you, gives you kind of an extra upgrade axis. I love the word axis. I use it a lot when I'm talking about game design. It's kind of a crutch, but you understand what I mean. Like, it gives you an extra kind of dimension to upgrade along. Even if you're not getting any more loot or any more heroes or stuff, you've got this trinket, and you know, maybe you'll find a perfumer and have a little upgrade for it. We're out of the prep round now. We're out of the prep round. We're out of the prep round. Right. What's this then? Okay, that's a buff. All right. I should pay more attention to what's going on. I'm just chatting shit. So we want to kill the swarmers, like, yesterday. Yeah, cool thing. Cool thing. Can we blight this? Okay. I'm gonna need to Google quickly. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not. Oh god, I'm out of my depth. What have I done? Huh. Who the fuck is the song Cool Thing by Sonic Youth? Absolute bane of my fucking life in Guitar Hero 3. I've grown to love that song, though, over the last few years. It wasn't really a bit. I was just genuinely curious. And I was like, I'm just going to stop the recording to look it up. Pretty good song. Can we kill this? Yeah, like yesterday. Do you want a Dirk stab? Probably not, unless you want a finale later on. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This Jester's kind of something and nothing. Maybe not the right skills. Sack stab, better against Eldritch, better against Amber Blighted. We could Amber Blight something. Does that Amber marking mean that it's likely to drop Amber? I don't know. That makes some sense. Not saying it's true, it makes some sense though. I've done some more tweaking with the audio, so apologies if the balance is off. I always do a quick test before I start recording, but that doesn't necessarily mean I get it right. We have a 95% chance to just kill this. It's pretty good. It was indeed pretty good. Doesn't get too much better than that with single target abilities. Ooh, Blosbovy is in a rough spot here. He's vigorous, but he's still at low health and high stress. We could Blinding Gas or Plague Grenade. Both of them kill it. Blinding Gas was the better play, but it doesn't matter. It's all good now. But it had a higher Blight resist than Stun resist, so I should have tried to stun it, because they both have the same effect. We could maybe kill this. Rather stun it. Good stun. Okay. So it's just kind of dead now? This team sucks for the caverns, by the way. Or at least this, like, skill loadout sucks for the caverns. Or at least I'm not playing properly. Or at least I'm not very good at the game. One of those statements, at least one of those statements is correct. Not taking responsibility for that one. We take those.
Wars consist of a great many battles.
Right, I'm going to camp in a minute. We'll drop this. We'll take the Valor Marks. I don't know, man. I'm going to drop the torches. Take the Matak. Pop you back there, and let's just camp here, man. Free up some space. Okay, and I think... we could... This isn't bad, actually. We could stand tall here. I don't think I have too many great camping skills here. Every rose has its thorn is, like, fine. Scout's pretty good. Yeah, we'll take both of those. Got five time left? 4 time left. Dark Strength is interesting. Do we have any more pagans? Our Jester is pagan. Yeah, our Jester is pagan. Our Occultist is not pagan. Our Occultist is faithless, which is, like, wild. Damage on my Jester? Like, I don't know, man. That doesn't seem super important. We could just double Encourage. I think double Encourage is totally fine here. Yeah. I think double Encourage is completely fine. Is there any more terrible advice coming out? No, I don't think so. No, that's fine. Alright, we've been ambushed. Maybe I'm biased because this guy's a Diablo 3 guy. And I'm, like, emphatically not a Diablo 3 guy. Even though I did that new player's guide for it, like, 8 years ago. Back when I was kind of a Diablo 3 guy. I'm not a Diablo 3 guy anymore. These guys are swarmers. We could just go all in on a 57% chance to finale. We can't crit, though. No. We're going to take some half measures. You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy. Anyone remember Breaking Bad? It's a pretty niche TV show. I don't think anyone's probably heard of it. I've heard of it because I'm kind of an underground guy. I watch all the freshest shows before the mainstream hears about them. This sucks. He doesn't have too much else to do on the prep round anyway. But getting shuffled here was like really bad. Obviously we do because it's the nighttime ambush. We didn't prevent the nighttime ambush. We couldn't prevent the nighttime ambush because we didn't bring the right stuff with us. And now we're up against some troglodytes. Okay. Wow, oh, that was encouraging. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, no way out but through. I get it. Okay. Let's, I don't know. Let's not do that. Good. Because I don't really have enough torches to be doing that. I think that after the ambush, the torch gets brought back up to full by default. I could be wrong about that, actually. I'm sometimes wrong about stuff, which is scary to think about. It's possible we kill it. Much more likely that happens.
Do not wait. The fight goes on.
Is that a bad bleed? That's a bleed for 30. Fuck me. Huh. Yep, you're a swarm. Fair. I didn't see that. I guess because I didn't look properly, and that is probably on me. Do we want a battle ballad here? I think we might. The extra accuracy is going to be really useful. The speed and crit are obviously great. We can't blind the gas. We can play grenade. This has a pretty low blight susceptibility. We can amber blight this. It's going to be a problem. We should just do that.
The wound closes. The bones are mending. Press on.
Yeah, good for you, dude. Can I kill you? Yeah. It's like trivial to kill you. Well, no, it's a 2/3 chance to kill you. Okay, it's a 4/5 chance to kill you. Perfect. Okay. Riddle me fucking this, right? There was a 20 percentage point difference in the chance to hit here between Smite with a base of 85 and Zealous Accusation with a base of 90. Between Melee and Mystical, though, that's the difference, right? Is that the difference? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is actually a 77% chance to hit. And this was a 90. Makes sense. Okay. That is good to know. Okay. I have no further questions. That answers all of my questions. Thank you very much, sir. We can stun this, but it gets 2 attacks anyway, so I think maybe we just want to blight it. Not so bad. 7 for 5 is pretty strong. Six for 3, also pretty strong. Oh my days! Heal 0 to 26. Now, I have no reason to think. I have no reason to think. Believe me, I try not to. I have no reason to think that there is a 1 in 27 chance of hitting all of those integers. But it certainly feels like there should be. But I don't know if there is, but it feels like there should be. Maybe I've just been unlucky? Probably. I mean, what's the higher probability, right? That they've just completely changed the distribution of healing done in this mod, or that it has happened to hit a 1 in 27 twice in a row at some point in my Black Reliquary career. Like, it's bound to happen at some point, right? I mean, it really could be either. It could be both, who knows? It couldn't be both. They're mutually exclusive. This is scary, by the way. I need to kill this, but I just haven't. Just haven't. Okay, this sucks. Sucks bums and poo. Okay, we're gonna take a death's door check. Okay. Uh-huh. It's not ideal. Sure. And they're all just like, yeah, you got me. Wanton slaughter is pretty good. Is it dead? It's at 30. It's bleeding for 13, so it's at 9. Sorry, I forgot how to say English words there. So if we hit and we blight, there's a 50-50 chance that this kills it. That's not good enough. Stunning is better. Yeah, very clearly stunning is better, actually. It's not close. Uh-huh. Okay, that's fine. That's good, actually. Now our occultist is gonna go. Our plague doctor isn't at imminent risk of death. Oh, there it is, dude! Alright. You very simply love to see it.
The hourglass empties.
Whatever. Go away. No, shift click. Thanks. Thank you, sir. Default party order, thank you. And then Jester goes back 1, because our default party order is not correct. Okay, right, Stone Reliquary. Some riches. Gorgeous. Okay, we've just got, like, most of the dungeon to go. That's fine. Oh, a torch. Okay, cool. So we definitely want to make sure we've got torches at all times. Scouting is also huge here because I'd quite like to avoid some fights. Okay. Thank you. What are you? The skulls of trespassers. I think this is a nothing. We can just interact with this one.
March on. We still have much to do.
I feel like we should take all of the amber we can, but I don't know if that's really true. It just feels true. No more scouting. So let's go here. This isn't... Yeah, he's going to interact with it because he's got Archaeomania. Hopefully this isn't a fight, because I'm a little scared of fights in this place. Half-eaten body bag. That was medicinal herbs, or the Black Reliquary equivalent. And this is a vendor, so this could be good. Whoa, you're a scary guy. Amber poacher. The man seems to be intentionally covered in slime. Hey, man. We've all got a thing, yeah? That's fine. I'm not here to shame anyone. The man seems to be intentionally covered in... I can tell that it's intentional. And asks if you have anything pertaining to amber. Well, I do have a bunch of amber.
I am sure it's a previous
Okay.
owner, not mine.
Lost tech. Curious technologies and devices from the fallen Ostvenger Empire remain ever valuable and aid in the rapid construction of new facilities and equipment. We've got 12 lost tech. I wasn't sure if it would give him a full stack. I was like, I'm happy to give him a full stack and see what he gives me in return. But it didn't, just gave me the 1, and that's fine too. That was pretty cool. This is a torch again. Oh, you know what? We probably don't need the keys. I'm in the habit of keeping keys with me because of secret rooms. But it seems like secret rooms don't necessarily depend on keys anymore. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for moving the mic mid-video. The worst YouTuber EU. This, but unironically, we can debuff these. It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. Can't say for sure that was anything to do with the debuff, but may have been. And Bulwark of Faith is like, okay. It's not like he really needs the protection at the moment, but...
Our care for one another is what sets us apart.
Alright. So, are there any swarmers? Any swarmers today? No swarmers, good. This guy looks like a swarmer, the Terratius, but he's not. Blighted 4 for 3. I would love some visual indicator like above the character's head, maybe, of how much they're bleeding for. That would be lovely, rather than having to go to the tooltip every time. But again, splitting hairs, that's a problem with Darkest Dungeon rather than a problem with Black Reliquary, I would imagine. Because I know that's something that people have been asking for many years. Not saying that the Black Reliquary devs have to do everything that everyone wants, but it's something that, you know, is probably more to do with issues with the system they're working within. This is almost dead, but not quite. The Cultivator is fine on Forge. We could just stun these. They have a lot of protection. A lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong. Man, has she got like a healing receive debuff or something? Or am I just looking for patterns where they don't exist? Probably the second one. Yeah, it definitely seems to be the second one. Yep, okay. Thought so. Just thought I'd double check. No, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. Want a zealous accusation? I think we do. I think that expiation could come in really handy for a bit of AoE healing that we're otherwise lacking. Ew.
An agonizing death.
No, that's fine.
And measured.
Don't you worry about that. It's not bad. Expiating multiple targets seems like a fool's game. Because of this debuff. Stops you getting anywhere near as much healing. And that's for the entire fight. So you kind of want to expiate one thing per fight, no more, no less, and have it go off once. And that's okay. Not every status needs to be massive, and to be honest, you can still get some significant benefit out of it after that. It's just very front-loaded. Plague Grenade can only kill it if I crit, whereas Blinding Gas can never kill it, but stops it doing anything, which I think is better. Oh, actually, it couldn't even have killed it if I crit because of the regen. Makes sense. New purpose. I love resurrection-coded abilities. They make me feel cool and safe. Oh, it's... Okay, so this is debuffing everyone with more damage taken and less damage, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, it did go away. I thought it would, but I was like, it took its time. That's fine. True, kinda. Don't think about it too hard. Right, now we can just fuck this big beefy boy up. God, I'm sorry. I've gone 40 minutes in this video without praising the art. I never do that. The art's fucking sick. Shout out to the artists and the musicians who work on this stuff. As well as the other devs who do all of the actual game design and coding. It's all amazing. People have been telling me recently, not in these videos, just in life, people have been telling me that they can't take me seriously. I've been training someone at work, someone who's a friend of mine outside of work as well, and she's been, every time she asks me, like, am I doing the right thing? And I'm like, yeah, man, definitely, of course, yeah. And even now I can hear it, it sounds sarcastic. And she's like, I never know if I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm like, I'm training you. I'm trying to train you properly. I would tell you if you're doing the wrong thing. But even hearing it now, I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Yeah, of course, that's totally fine. Yeah. Fuck around and find out. It just sounds sarcastic. I'm going to drop these keys. They have not been useful to me at all. Do I want to drop the shovels? Oh. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. Did you know that? Right, you're going back here in rank 3. You can open whatever the fuck this is. Rotting corpses are being used as fertile soil for shards of amber. That to me says, fuck around and find out. First of all, it says medicinal herbs. Or whatever the equivalent are called.
Challenge is without its barriers, both proverbially and here.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose, or whatever.
A wise leader takes far more than bloodshed into account.
Oh, if you were wise, this is what you do. Yeah, probably. I never claimed to be wise, dude. I'm 33, and all pretense of wisdom is long dead. Like a candle snuffed out by the trials of life. No more of this, thanks. Let's go this way. Pure raw amber flows like molten glass. You're very smart. You're very smart. Is that what you want to hear? That's what I want to hear. All the time. Let's go here. Oh, Dark Varrot's knowledge. No, I don't think I will. But thank you for thinking of me. Hopefully this is a torch one. I think we can just have a look in this, right? Emergency supplies. It's not what I'd call those. Okay, that's fine. I'm splitting hairs at this point. We could come down here. If there is something we need a shovel for, we may be able to avoid going to these rooms. There are 5 rooms here. I don't think... Great.
This is nothing to trouble ourselves over.
Yeah, we've already skipped 2 rooms, so I really think we're going to need to go through here sooner or later. Yeah.
We must press on.
Yeah. That's my bad. You got me. That's... We could have... Okay, that's fine. Alright, what's here, dude? Nothing? Just an empty room? Okay. We could have just gone back to this room. That's fine. I didn't know. I assumed that when they said 80%, they meant 80% and not like 65%, because that would leave 7 rooms unexplored. Out of how many? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 secret room counts. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 33. All right. Yeah. That's pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. I think I still would have assumed that I would need to leave 6 rooms unexplored, but actually if I'd sat down and done the maths on that, yeah, that's about 80%. And it's locked. Oh, the hubris of man. All right, we're done.
Cleaning, these spoils will be as good as new.
All right, so I've spent the last 45 minutes getting my ass rhetorically handed to me, I've been saying a lot of things which have turned out to be total bollocks. And that's okay. Because we made it out. And we have a level 3 Plague Doctor, which means that next time we can try and fight a boss. We have a full team of level 3s. Mondevier is convalescent. Gain buffs from being crit healed. Okay. It's a sizable buff. It's a nice little perk. Peveril is a known cheat. He's been found out she has been found out in the week that she's been away. That something was a little bit off about her gambling the previous week.
It is not all desolate down there. Recesses of civility dot the hills.
That's cute. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.